It's time for our annual tradition of pledging. What is a pledge? A pledge is a signal of intent. It's a promise to share a certain amount of your money with Calvary next year.
We became members this year, but we attended Calvary for many years before then. And a few years in, someone from the finance committee stood up and shared Calvary's budget, pledge goal, and financial challenges. And we realized we can make a big difference just by committing to a modest amount for the coming year. Believe me, between the elegant building, the Pack Heights address, and the many impeccably dressed members at coffee hour, we thought this church was just swimming in money. It was really eye-opening to learn that Calvary needed us too, and that we could make a difference.
So, what do those pledges do? They help our church leaders figure out what we can commit to in 2021. Pledges might seem boring compared with, say, a fundraiser for Easter lilies. They certainly did to us.
Mhm.
But pledges are, in fact, our single most vital planning tool to ensure that we can be counted on day in and day out to provide inspirational worship services with thought-provoking sermons, continue our local, national, and international mission work, provide fellowship opportunities virtually for all ages, and maintain our historic building. In fact, pledges alone cover 45% of our annual expenses. Our target this year is $1,250,000 in pledges, and we can do this.
And one last thing, we want to touch on a slightly sensitive subject too. Are you worried that in these uncertain times, you might not be able to keep your pledge and that you'd feel terrible about that? Sometimes things happen. And if your financial situation changes, nobody's going to kick you out or hound you for the money or make you feel guilty about it. In fact, your Calvary family will rally around you. So please don't let this fear stop you from joining us in pledging.
Calvary's other pledging goal for 2021 is a 5% increase in the number of pledging households. That's 16 more households. But how much fun is it to just tick the box? To the folks today who feel the way we felt a few years ago, getting a lot out of Calvary without realizing what a big difference you can make with your pledge, let's blow past that goal together.
If you already pledge, thank you. And if you're able, please prayerfully consider a pledge increase. So how do you pledge? Just click on the link in your worship bulletin or click on the link in Facebook or the YouTube chat. We're all in this together. And it's fun to think about all the cool things we can make happen next year when we pledge.
And now, are you also looking for a way to make an immediate impact today? Well, it's time for the weekly offering. The ministry of Calvary has always depended on members and friends like you to give with grateful and joyful hearts. To make a donation now, please visit the virtual offering plate at calpres.org or mail a check to the church. The address is in the bulletin and at calpres.org.